Hey guys, another little video here about post-game in Mordheim, and like my last one, I just want to preface it by saying that it's somewhat aimed to try and help out my group I'm about to play campaign with, so hopefully the information is useful for others as well. But after the game, this is the kind of screen you'll be shown. I can't move my mouse around because it only let me click. It shows your rewards on the left. You can earn extra rewards by completing more objectives, and shows your MVP and all of that kind of stuff on the right hand side.
When the Baron hears how you decimated the enemy,
And it gives you a little spiel, win or lose.
He may even send a bit of gold by way of gratitude.
Alright, and then you're going to head to this screen that's going to go through you guys, show you any injuries you got, and how long they're going to last, what they're going to do to you, and your experience, and any advancements, and it'll show you where you get spend points here as well. If you start advancing really fast, you'll also start to earn skill slots, and your action points and strategy points will start to go up as well after a while. But for now, we're just going to get a couple of these physical, mental, martial things going up, depending on how much we interacted in the game. So most of our guys just survived. It was very quick. We took out their leader and got through. So then I'll go to the warband one. You'll see your gang leveling up here. So your guys can level up and your gang can level up. And as your gang levels up, it will give you access to more different kinds of heroes and whatnot to bring in, as well as buffing the whole gang a little bit. And it shows you a breakdown of everything that's happened in the game here. Then it'll show you anything that you picked up during the mission. It will throw random extra stuff at you a little bit, especially if you win. And if you complete the main objective, you get even more. So the thing that's most important is the weird stone. The more of those you can get, the better. Alright, so then we're back to this screen. And immediately after the game, at least how I like to do it to make sure it gets done, is head to warband management. Head to your warband down here. And here you can pay off your debts to your guys, and also any injuries. So that if you've had injured, I should have let somebody get injured. If somebody gets injured, you'll have to pay their treatment here. If you don't want to pay that, if you just want to get rid of them, you can ignore that and just fire them. But otherwise you pay, and you also pay all of your guys. So you can confirm, and then boom, you're all good to go. So that's the first thing. Next thing I would normally do is head into each of your guys and spend your points. And you do that just by clicking up on whatever you want to click up on, and then confirming. You can just press enter to do that, and you can go across and do each guy in turn. I guess I could give a real quick sort of indication of what each thing will give you, because obviously it's a lot of stats. Okay, physical. Strength, obviously if you're a martial character, strength and toughness are pretty great. Toughness is theoretically good for anybody. But the nice thing with strength is on multiples of 3, it increases how much you can carry in your bag, which is really good for picking up extra weird stone and stuff like that. Toughness will boost your wounds as well. Agility helps your dodge chances. That's the main thing that I latch onto with that, and also help you with like climbing and leaping and stuff. In your mental, leadership, not surprisingly, helps your morale. I like to get this heavy on leaders because they're the big morale point of your gang. It does a couple extra things as well. It's worth having a little look. Actually, that one doesn't really. It just helps with leadership tests. Intelligence, though, helps your spellcasters mostly, but it does give you a little stun resistance and whatnot, so you'd go into that. Alertness I like quite a lot for most guys. If you can't decide what to put it into, I usually put it into alertness because that's going to boost your initiative. That's the main takeaway I take from that. I mean, I'm sure perception tests is fine and everything, but yeah. Obviously weapon skill, fighters, ballistic skill, shooters. Accuracy boosts your crit chance. So technically all good. I actually can never decide whether you should boost weapon skill first or accuracy first. I usually boost these two. I feel like this is more impactful to hit these two first and then go for the accuracy. Or sometimes I'll mix a little bit. But the nice thing with weapon skill is it does buff up your parry as well. So if you're making like a shield character or a sword character, that has the added advantage of pushing that up. Ballistic skill just makes your shooting all over better. I suppose if you've got a combo kind of person, maybe you could do accuracy. You can also sort of try and build people to be specifically great at critting if you have the right kind of weapon, and then accuracy makes sense because you're trying to stun your enemies and whatnot. And as you boost these up, you'll see that it shows you that your things down at the bottom will go up, so you can kind of see the effect. If you put it back down and boost a different one, different stats go up and everything. So I don't really care right now because this is just for an example, so I'm just gonna boost anybody that needs it. That was it. So that's that all done. You can do any inventory changes, add any weapons you got in the mission. Soon you'll be able to get skills. They are expensive though, and you have to level up a little bit to get them. You'll see when you hit a certain level, these will become available. I don't usually start hitting these for a little bit, but it's going to be up to everybody how they want to do it. That's going to be about everything on your warriors for now. You can of course check. If we go back to description, you can, if you got an injury, you can sort of see how bad it was. So outside of that, for our purposes, I think we're going to be going up in like a couple of days at a time. We're trying to sync everything. So you're going to want to hit next day once you're happy with how your gang's looking. You may need to hire extra guys in. That's easy to do. You just I say it's easy to do. I've suddenly forgotten where I need to go to do that. Okay, yeah. So you can go here. You can get some expensive guys. You can even get a second leader if you want. Just hire in what you want, and they will get into your reserve, and you can switch them out with current fighters. If you got somebody with a long-lasting injury, you can switch them in and out, so you can do missions a bit more regularly and have a fuller gang, or warband, I suppose I should say. But anyway, we're going to next day it, and it will check, make sure you're happy, because if you haven't paid your guys, that's going to be problematic.
New shipment request arrived.
So you're going to get a little report after each day. It's going to show you what's going on with your injured guys and guys that are training, like how long they have left before they come back. It's going to track your shipment requests. So in this case, we've just received a new one. That always happens on your second day. You can check it out in the smuggler's den. It's going to ask you for a certain amount of weight, in this case 75, of weirdstone. So you're going to want to try and collect that in 10 in-game days. That's the general thing. We are currently, after that first mission, we are at 12 weight. So obviously we've got a little ways to go. You can technically sell to these other factions, but I think with our campaign we'll be lucky if we are getting much more than we can do for our main one, and I usually save extra for the next shipment request. Once you start getting a little further through, or if you're, I guess, maybe really good at the game, you can potentially sell to the others, but it just feels like you've got to put a lot, do a lot of selling of it to make any impact on getting these reputation bonuses. That is the other reason outside of money for doing it. So that's gonna show you the countdown there. There's other things that can happen on next day.
Hired swords unavailable.
For instance, you might have new guys that you can hire, so you can check those out. It'll track your shipping. Our warband's happy. So if we go in here now, and we try and look through here, yeah, you see we've got a couple of rank 1 guys. So theoretically we would hire somebody with some points ready to spend. But just be warned, sometimes they come with injuries. Neither of these does. Sometimes they come with injuries too, so just be a little careful on that. Let's see. Let's do another next day. You received a new mission request. Okay. So there are kind of preset story missions that I don't know if we're gonna... What we might do is have everybody do those at the same time during their campaign. There's no time limit on them. So for the most part you can ignore them, but maybe if everybody wants to, we can sort of say, okay, on this day it's going to be do your gang mission thing, because it does, you know, it's pretty cool. It's got a bit of story behind it, so
A new mission is available.
it shows you all about it there, and that will pop up now when you click into campaign. It shows you the mission there, so as well as the regular games you can do. For the next day till we get to something else, because I think there's one more thing I can think of that's going to happen. Extra hired swords, so they're going to sort of regularly change out your options, so if you're really kind of not excited about what's there, you can just hang on. Eventually,
3 days left. Use
there we
them
go.
well. Market stock has been replenished.
Yeah, obviously we've gone way too many days without doing a mission, and we struggle to get up to the weight. We'd have to have a really good mission. But market stocks will replenish as well, so now when you go to the shop, there will be new options and some of the old ones will switch out. So don't leave anything in there too long. I always like to check as soon as the rotations come around and see if anything fun has fallen in there that wasn't available last time. And just so you know, equipment will gradually get better as your gang gets better. You'll get blue items, and then I want to say purple items, and then maybe gold items. I can't remember. It's been a little while since I played, but they kind of go up in rarity, and a lot of the time they're worth getting because they really bolster your skills. And that's about it for end of day, I think. For our campaign, I think we're probably going to do 2 or 3 day cycles, so we'll keep track of like what, I guess that's probably like the day of the week, and then this is the number and month, so it's mark tag I guess is the day, and then 10 Lukzeit is the date and month. So we'll be tracking that and having everybody stop on certain days before we play each other again, so we're playing on the same days in each other's campaigns, so we kind of keep things going along even. But that's everything. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.